Most of my clients are in the corporate world, and there is one thing that they all have in common. I include myself because after all, I spent close to 20 years in the corporate world. And that's the fact that they're all obsessed with planning ahead, with thinking about the future. And with the future, I don't mean 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I simply mean next month or next quarter, or usually also the end of the year. A lot of this has to do with the fact that you need to come up with a planning for the year, that you need to have numbers ready for your year-end review conversation, that you want to know how you can achieve a promotion, and that you need to be accountable for what you're doing. But I see a big problem with that, and that's the fact that it keeps a constant inner monologue going on within you, because all this planning, all this strategizing, all this thinking and obsessing about the future, about the next quarter, is constantly taking you away from the present moment. And the present moment is the only reality that you have. It's the only moment that exists. And I know it sounds funny because the present moment is basically any moment. It constantly moves. It's constantly the next moment. But if you think about it, the future that you try to plan for, that you are trying to strategize about, it's just a piece of fiction in your mind, because you have no idea what's going to happen in 5 minutes from now, let alone that you would know what's going to happen next quarter. This focus on the future is easily causing anxiety, because how many nights have you been awake because you thought about an upcoming meeting, you thought about an upcoming conversation with your boss, and once that moment arrives, you realize that it isn't actually as bad as it was in your thoughts. And that's the power of your thoughts. That's the power of this fictional future. Not only does it take you away from the present moment, but it also makes you believe that the future is doom and gloom. There usually isn't much to look forward to, unless you're planning your holidays. But without that, your mind is in a doom and gloom mode, because it wants to make you believe that there is problems that needs to be solved. And maybe there are no problems in the future. Maybe there are no problems right this very moment. And that's what you need to get back to. It's the realization that what matters to you, what matters in your life, is the very moment that you find yourself in. In meditation, people achieve that by focusing on the breath. Breathing happens in this very moment. It's not something you plan for. And that's for many people the first encounter with this presence, with the present moment. If you also achieve that, then this can give you back a lot of peace of mind naturally. It's simply something that you need to experience to understand what this present moment really means. And trust me when I say that even knowing this, I also fall into this trap of ruminating about the future. The recent weeks, just twice it happened to me that I thought about an upcoming conversation, and I thought it was going to be so bad that it kept me from falling asleep. And I was so annoyed about myself because I was thinking it's not that bad, just fall asleep. And what I did at that moment is I just tried to push these feelings and these emotions away. Instead, if I turned my focus to this very moment, then I realized that there wasn't any problem that needed solving, that there wasn't any anxiety that needed to come up. There wasn't any negative emotions that I had to feel, because each very moment I always feel like life is just worth living, that there is something magical about that very experience of being alive. It's not about living for the moment, but it's about experiencing the very moment, the present moment, as all there is for you. Now, thank you so much for watching, and see you soon again.